we've been playing Diablo 4. I've never played a Diablo game or even a game that's, I don't know what acronym. Is this is a
Action RPG.
MMORPG?
I think it's an action RPG, Diablo. Yeah.
Never played anything with the top-down look quite like this has, and the movement system like this has. But I'm liking it, I guess. I think I'll like it more as I rank up and I'm able to unlock more things and create more synergies and kind of understand how everything works. There's a lot to do. There's so much to do.
So Diablo is one of those games where there's a population out there that's tremendously skilled, right? They just live and breathe this game. Have you bumped into them? Does that turn you off? It's a downside of a game to me. Like,
well, there's no PvP.
To start CS:GO. Wait, there's no PvP?
No, we're fighting the forces of evil.
Yeah.
We're fighting hell.
Then. Okay.
Yeah. We're and you can go and like play by yourself. You're just exploring those. It's kind of like Skyrim or a game like that, where everywhere in the world there's goblins and ghouls and caves to explore and shit. And you're always looking for a better sword and a better magical wand and a better helmet. And this helmet's got rubies in it. Those give you more health. And but did you enchant the rubies? No. Fuck. It's one of those games.
Doesn't enchant his rubies.
Man, you can play by yourself, or you can play with like a 4-man party, all kind of running together, and you end up in this scenario where you have 4 heroes surrounded by, I don't know, like 30 demons that look like the Satan himself. But we're like shooting electricity and snowballs and turning things into ice. And Taylor his character's a necromancer, so he runs around with like 8 or 9 skeletons following him everywhere, who just beat the shit out of anybody who gives Taylor any guff.
Yeah. You can see where my character is because I have like a platoon with me. Like it was like Scum was telling me, he's like, all right, you want to upgrade your bone splinters and your bone spear. That's the best attacks. And I'm like, okay, I've done that a bit. Should I also upgrade all my skeletons and so I can summon more and make them stronger? He's like, well, no, you don't need to. And I'm like, I'm going to devote myself to this now. And I did. And my skeletons are all the way upgraded as much as I can for now. And so they have like 50% more HP, 50% more damage. They do,
and they're just always with him.
They're they heal themselves. All I have to do is like, if I kill someone, I can raise their skeleton, and now it's part of my army. And so like, anytime my guy's a glass cannon though, and so like if I get hit, he like takes a shit ton of damage, and so you just have to like pull back through your skeleton force, almost like it's a total war, like pulling back through different units to protect yourself. It was fun. I like my character. It makes you feel a lot safer to have the skeletons around.
Diablo looks good. I played Path of Exile, which was by the original team that did Diablo 2, I want to say. If you get bored of Diablo, Kyle, check out Path of Exile, because Path of Exile 2 is coming out, I think, soon. And it's I mean, I've never played Diablo, but Path of Exile is fucking amazing. Great game.
I've been I know my buddy Scum's been playing Grounded. That's the Honey I Shrunk the Kid game. I played a bit of it on console, and playing by myself plus the controller made it not a fun experience, but I bet it would be more fun. No, it came out last year, and it seems juvenile at first because you're like, which child do you want to be? But then spiders show up, and it's legitimately frightening. They're scary.
There's a mini game, or is it like you're leveling up and
there's a lot to do. You're shrunk down in a backyard because of an experiment gone wrong. You can do 4-player co-op.
I've seen the film,
and
I'm very familiar. I haven't seen Terminator or Titanic, but I'm very familiar with the Honey I Shrunk the Kid.
But it's just it becomes a survival game essentially, where you're crafting spears and bows and arrows and exploring the entire backyard and opening up every part of it. But there's lots of insects that'll fight against you and try to kill you, and you build bases and weapons and all sorts of shit.
Sounds cool.
It looks pretty fun. I like I said, I just played a little bit of it on console, didn't like it, but I know they've been playing a bunch on PC and have.
It's a cool concept of a game.
I love that movie.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but I really enjoyed Honey I
Was
Shrunk
that Dana Carvey? Was he in that? Who
no,
was
it? It was Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis.
I get them confused. Those guys.
That's what I'll go on Rogan and debate.
Okay.
That's Honey I Shrunk the Kids.
As a kid, there was a
if
part
you recall
where...
the third film where the baby's terrorizing Las Vegas.
That's true.
Because the experiment had gone amok and it was large that time. Honey, I blew up the kids. Of course, we know.
They're shrunk down to an inch tall, and they come upon an oatmeal cream pie, and they haven't eaten anything for a couple days or something like that, and they're all in there just getting these big double handfuls of the cream. And as a kid, I was like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. It'd be worth fighting the scorpion.
Yeah.
It'd be worth
cried.
competing with the ant for the cream.
Dude, I cried when that ant died. I think its name was Auntie.
Yeah, that ant would have fucking bisected all of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
That ant would have body bench pressed all of them above his head, then ate them. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it didn't. It let him
It
climb aboard its body, and
ants can lift hundreds of pounds. Did you know that?
it carried them through the yard, and it did battle with a scorpion just to save them.
Yeah,
that's a good movie.
It is.
True story.
There's a lot of lessons in it too.
Yeah,
the only thing
based on a true
story. Yeah.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You can.
I remember
that
like even watching that movie as a kid, like being like, dude, Professor Moranis, have a little more confidence in yourself, because like he's like they got no confidence, going around like, oh, I'm just a bumbling scientist. It's like, dude, you are at the final steps of a shrink ray. Have a little ego. Like, be like, you are. Oh, that's just something I tinker with in the garage. No, you're the greatest living scientist. Clearly, like, have some gumption. Feel good about yourself. He had a confidence issue, man.
Oh, that reminds me. Have you seen? There's a movie where you can pay to be shrunk down, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids style, and they put you in a tiny world where you get everything you could ever want, because it's obviously much cheaper to give someone a tiny paradise. Like, you can make a tiny resort with tiny little tequilas and tiny little hookers for way cheaper than you could experience them in the real world. We could build a resort in our house, like one of those model trains.
Yeah, but then I guess they have the technology worked out.
Everybody is
and unshrinking.
No, I don't think you can come back. I think you pay like a one-time fee. It's called downsizing. That's the name of the movie. Everybody's paying to get. Might be Matt Damon, but everyone's shrunk down in this little like resort world.
That's bad news. It just takes like one ornery 10-year-old wandering into that room to murder you.
It's secure
for now. But then when all of shit comes crumbling down, you're in the fucking teacup society, and you're gonna be.
It
enslaved.
does feel like you're giving up your power.
Yeah,
everyone pays into this though. Like it's like a billionaire sort of like thing.
It's like a submarine thing.
What if you decide to just disrespect the billionaires?
Well, then they'll call the big people and they'll come and grab you out of the resort, and they'll be like, "You can't disrespect people here. You go into a different."
In this situation,
world.
I am.
You live in a snow globe now.
See, this is a terrible system.
I didn't watch the movie, to be fair.
You said it was Matt. You said it was Matt Damon.
Yeah,
I think it is.
I get